Let's turn to politics, guys. The big question you're facing right now, the 15% threshold to get into that first presidential debate. Do you think that threshold is too high?
I don't think the threshold is too high, but the issue is that we're not included in any top-line poll, meaning Johnson, Trump, Clinton. That doesn't occur, period. 100% of polls is Trump and Clinton. Maybe we're the third name down in about half of those polls. But if we were on the top line, tomorrow we'd be at 20% minimum. And I've said this humorously before, and I mean it. If Mickey Mouse were the third name included with Trump and Clinton, Mickey would be at 30 because Mickey's a known commodity. But Mickey's not on the ballot in all 50 states, and we are.
Mickey doesn't vet, by the way, just so you know.
So if you accept the notion that 15 is the standard that you're trying to reach, we have a story up on BloombergPolitics.com today talking about how you guys are advertising in a lot of western and mountain states, right? Relatively sparsely populated states. Why spend money advertising in states like that rather than going big and national, which might do more to drive your number up closer to 15%?
Well, among other things, we're at 15, 19, 23, 25 in those states. And the Republican co-chair of the Commission on Debates has said that maybe running well above 15% in swing states would be good. Gary's running over 15% in 15 states. He's running in double digits in 40 states. He was at 13% yesterday in the Washington Post poll. It's clear we're a factor. He leads among active military. He leads among young millennials. He's second among independents. So it's not like we're way down there. And I do think that the 15% figure is arbitrary. The Annenberg Commission recommended to the Debate Commission in 2013 that they lower that to 10. But to me, the overwhelming fact here is that 75 to 80% of the electorate, not just an interest group, wants us, Johnson Weld, in the debates. And the Presidential Commission is a tax-exempt nonprofit whose sole purpose is to help educate, quote unquote, the citizenry on the presidential election. How can they say Johnson Weld should not even be in the debates? They're answering the wrong question. They're answering the question, who do we think we like for president of the United States? The R party and the D party who pay our bills through their major contributors? Or, are they answering the question, who should be president instead of who should be in the debate?
If your poll numbers are high, but they reach a decision, well, they're not quite high enough in certain places, certain timing, certain time frame, are you prepared to try to take some action to reverse their decision?
I think that there will be consequences for that. We're not in the Iraq-Afghanistan Veterans Association forum this evening, and
did you take action to try to change that?
Well, by take action, they took a lot of heat for it. I think that there'll be a lot of heat that will go along with not putting us in the debates.
Governor Weld, you're a pretty good lawyer. Any legal recourse if you're denied access to the debates?
Well, just to point out to the Internal Revenue Service that they're not being nonpartisan, which is a condition of their tax exemption.
They the commission.
They the Commission on Debates, sure. No big thing. It's just they would go out of existence.
But that wouldn't get you in the debate, right? If you just
not in September.
Sent a letter to the IRS.
Not in September. Not in time for the first debate.
Is there a way you could do a lawsuit against the commission in that?
I think public opinion is going to be more important than any lawsuit. A lawsuit almost buries the issue. I'm going to make a lot of noise every day between now and November 8th on this whole constellation of issues. Are you, beyond the powers of your charter? Are you answering the wrong question? Are you being faithful to your supposed mission of educating the voters of the United States? Or are you part of the Washington brainwashing scheme?
Governor Weld just suggested that maybe not in September wouldn't get you into the debate, but there are two more debates obviously scheduled currently. If you don't make it into the first debate, do you keep pressing on and trying to get in that second and third?
Absolutely. And I think the way that things are ratcheting right now, that you could have a situation right now that if they announce the debates, let's say in 7 or 8 days, that could actually reverse itself. So nothing can be in concrete because this is a moving target. And I will just tell you, we have a lot of momentum going here. And if you were to choose anything happening in your candidacy, it would be momentum. And momentum doesn't reverse itself.
When you said announce the debates, you meant announce who's going to be in the debates.
Announce who's in the first debates.
Right. Who's playing Donald Trump in your debate prep?
I think Bill is going to play Donald Trump.
I was going to say, he doesn't know it yet, but that person is sitting here.
Who's playing Hillary Clinton then?
Also sitting here?
We've got all her briefing books. We don't need it.
Obviously, access to debates is a huge issue, understandably. So are you otherwise feeling, we'd love to have you on all the time whenever you're here and otherwise, but do you all feel like, for instance, the media is giving you enough access to the airways to make your case on issues and differentiation?
There's an insatiable appetite among earned media right now. And I was just saying, Mark, have you seen the Abraham Lincoln political video, which is now the most watched political video of all time? Came out 10 days ago, and there's been 18 million
So you don't feel
views.
you're being denied access to the airways?
Well, right. Earned media, they're insatiable appetite.
More would
right
never hurt. You know, we'd take up residence
All right,
in New York
come
and not
regularly.
leave.
Okay.
All right.
We promise to give you more. If you come, we'll put you on the